Hey guys, I'm Nick and welcome back to the channel. Or if you happen to be new here, please don't forget to subscribe by clicking that big old red subscribe button to stay current and up to the minute with all the latest Star Trek news on YouTube. So today I'm talking about a few things. We're talking about all of the various different Star Trek series we've got coming up. We've got Lower Decks, we've got Prodigy, we've got Discovery Season 4, we've got Picard Season 2, we've got Strange New Worlds. There's all this stuff going on. And we've recently found out some new information just in terms of when various different shows are going to be starting. And based on a few comments that Star Trek producers such as Kiva Goldsman and also Alex Kurtzman has made some references about what the sort of time frame is likely to be in terms of the release sort of schedule. We're going to see if we can work out when our various favourite Star Trek shows are going to be coming up in 2021 and 2022. But before we get started, I just want to let you guys know about a really cool new feature on YouTube, which is called Super Thanks. If you have a look down the bottom of your little video window there, you'll see a little heart with a dollar sign in the middle of it. This is this new feature on YouTube called Super Thanks, where basically it's like a tip jar where you can, if you love the videos that I'm making, doing much like the Super Chat feature in live streams where you can Super Chat $1 or $2 or whatever you do. If you love what the content creator is doing, you can kind of give them a bit of a tip. So this new Super Thanks feature is now available on all my videos. Basically, fans get highlighted comments. If you want to, make a comment in the comment section and you want your comment to stand out in the crowd amongst all the other comments, leave a Super Thanks and your comment gets massively highlighted. The bigger the purchase, the brighter the comments. So show your support and please leave a super thanks to help support the channel. So when starting to talk about our various different Star Trek shows that are starting up soon, we're obviously only a week away from Season 2 of Star Trek Lower Decks becoming back on our TV screens, which is great. I love the first season of the show. Really great humour, some really good stories, good references and harkbacks to Next Generation and original series and animated series and all those sorts of things. And we know that Lower Decks Season 2 obviously starts on the 12th of August, right next week. There's been interviews and so forth happening, and we've had trailers coming out. Where we had earlier in the year, we had a trailer for both Star Trek Discovery Season 4, which at the end of this trailer said that this new season of Star Trek would be airing in 2021. And we've also got the Season 2 trailer for Star Trek Picard, which at the end of the trailer specified that it would be airing in 2022. Let's go back to the beginning and let's kind of calendarize this. Let's start with obviously Lower Decks. We know there's going to be a 10-episode second season, and that's going to be starting on August the 12th. Now, if we jump forward 10 weeks, i.e. 10 episodes from that date, that has the second season of Lower Decks concluding around the 14th of October. In a couple of interviews I've seen in the past, which have been with Alex Kurtzman or Kiva Goldsman or various different showrunners behind the various Star Trek shows, they've kind of in the past mentioned that they would want to see in a perfect world a continuous Star Trek flow on our TV. So kind of never necessarily having more than one show on at a time, but literally once one show finishes for the next one to begin, so that there's a constant flow there. So we now know from the trailer that aired for Star Trek Prodigy a couple of weeks back as part of the Comic-Con at Home event, we know that Prodigy is starting in the fall of 2021. Now, on the basis that Lower Decks finishes airing on October 14th, I would say it's a pretty good guess that Prodigy is going to start a week later on October 21st. Now, we know that Prodigy has 10 episodes in its first season. If we track forward 10 episodes from October 21st, that sees Prodigy on our TV screens from the October 21st right through until December 23rd. This ends Prodigy just before Christmas. On the basis that earlier trailers, this came out this year for Discovery Season 4, implied that the fourth season of Discovery would air in 2021. If we're assuming that Discovery is going to air a week or so after Prodigy finishes, that puts our first episode of Star Trek Discovery Season 4 airing around the 30th of December. That's if it's to maintain its 2021 air date, which the trailer previously mentioned. So that puts Discovery Season 4 around December 30th to March 24th. This is going by the fact that our previous seasons of Discovery have had around sort of 12, 13 episodes per season. If we're maintaining that episode number in our 4th season, then that sees Discovery playing out until around the 24th of March. Now, obviously, if there's a break for New Year's and Christmas, that could push that forward to the end of March or even the sort of first week of April. But assuming there isn't a break and they keep the schedule flowing, that sees Star Trek Picard airing around the 31st of March after that 13-episode run of Discovery plays itself out. And we know that Picard Season 2 has got 10 episodes again, much like the first season of Star Trek Picard. So that could potentially then run from the 31st of March right through until the 2nd of June. We haven't even got a trailer for Strange New Worlds yet. So it seems like to me that the production schedule and the production flow of shooting and post-production and so forth is more advanced in Star Trek Picard than it is in Strange New Worlds. That would then lead me to believe that we're going to get Strange New Worlds as soon as Picard finishes. So if Picard finishes its run from the end of March through till about the 2nd of June, that means Strange New Worlds will pick up around June 9th and play its first season of episodes of 10 out through until about August the 11th in 2022. So starting next week with Star Trek Lower Decks Season 2, if this kind of plays out how our Star Trek producers have kind of implied in the past that they would like to see this kind of regular flow of Star Trek content, it pretty much sees Star Trek shows on our TV screens from next week right through until essentially a year later. August 12th is when Lower Decks Season 2 begins, and then based on the schedule that I've just spoken about, it sees right through to the end of Strange New Worlds, concluding around August the 11th of 2022. So that's a full year of Star Trek shows on our TVs without a break. Now, that's got to be a good thing, surely, because we've had a bit of a gap now in the last 12 months or so, obviously with Star Trek Discovery Season 3 concluding back in January, and we're now into August. We've pretty much had to run this majority of this year without Star Trek content on our TV screens, apart from that very first 2 or 3 weeks of January where Discovery Season 3 was concluding. So yes, I say next week, with any luck, we're going to be inundated with Star Trek shows every week, non-stop, until August of 2022. And I'm looking forward to it. What about you guys? Are you looking forward to Lower Decks starting next week? Are you looking forward to Prodigy? Are you looking forward to Disco Season 4, Picard Season 2, and Strange New Worlds Season 1? Lots of great stuff coming up. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Guys, please don't forget to leave a super thanks if you like this video, or even check out their membership page by clicking on that join button if you want to become a Sci-Finatics member, or if you're interested in a bit of merch, a bit of Star Trek merch, some cups, some mugs, some hoodies and t-shirts with some cool Star Trek designs. Be sure to check out my merch page as well. Help support the channel. But I'll see you guys very soon for my next review. I'll see you then.